What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gritty Gamer Podcast. We got something special for y'all today. In light of Women's History Month, we're giving our top picks for, best female performances in video games, and it's a way you can get $60 from Gritty Gamer if you we're doing a giveaway. So just listen to the end of the episode and you can figure out how you can get entered in. Let's cue the music. You are now tuned into the Gritty Gamer Podcast. It still feel weird, man, doing that.
Cue the music.
What's up, everybody? As always, I'm joined with my good friend and co-host Vance. Yeah, man. So a lot of exciting things going on with Gritty Gamer right now. We're gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna give y'all a way to enter into the giveaway towards like maybe the middle or the end of the episode. But for now, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of the podcast, which is the Women's History Month top performances from our Vance gave his couple picks. I'm gonna get my picks. So let's get straight down to the nitty gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
All right, you want to go first?
All right. I go first
because you kind of on the fly.
I start with something light. Just a little light. I don't even know if it's count. Does female characters who you can choose to be a female or male count?
Yeah, I guess it
count that.
Yeah, I count that. It depends on what game it is.
Why?
Because some of the games kind of like some games don't have really acting roles in them. Like if you say something like Assassin's Creed Origin, Odyssey with Cassandra, she acts. You know what I'm saying? They both act in their own way.
What? Look,
they both got their own. Both got their own acting sequences in it.
I go with since in that case, I'm gonna go with Femshep. Know who that is?
I have no idea who that is.
You know who Femshep is? Shepard, Commander Shepard, the Mass Effect trilogy.
See, I didn't really play Mass Effect like that, man.
Mass Effect?
I played it a little bit, but I just never really got into it, man.
Man, Mass Effect is one of my favorite series. Before Andromeda, the one that came out, actually, I never played the first one. I did the first one. I tried playing it one time on PC. I needed a mouse and keyboard, and I was just like, nope, not doing it. But Mass Effect 2 and 3, I played this shit out of. I played them over and over again, and I always played with a girl, and they call her Femshep. I think the dude was like the base, like the what you call it, the correct version. You know when they got like the true character, the dude, Shepard. He's like the main, the perfect one, I guess.
Yeah, he was on the box.
Yeah, and Femshep is the one that everybody who the fans like, plays the girl Shepard, like the tough, no nonsense, freaking badass space. I don't know, like space commander, I guess. And what the dope about it was at least with Mass Effect in general, you can choose the whole. You want to be really a good guy or the bad guy, and I think her acting and all this, and all the acting, the way she looked and felt and stuff. When you play at least the bad guy, to me, that's all I played as. It was just dope, and just the do what I want, I'm gonna blow your head off. Like the attitude that the actor gave for and everything. So I liked her, but just that tough, badass. She wasn't like no helpless person. She just in your face, get shit done. This type of person, like strong, strong female character. Start off with something like that.
Yeah, I see.
You gotta be strong to save the universe, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be. Yeah, I ain't got no counter for that. You definitely gotta be strong to save the universe. But for me, my first pick, I'm gonna say, let's go with Lara Croft, man, from the Tomb Raider reboot. But a lot of people were saying like she kind of whiny in the new one, but that's kind of how it's supposed to be because she's still new.
Yeah, she
just started
figuring it out.
Exactly, and you can see her first kill and how she kind of went from that traumatic experience of almost being raped. Remember that? Like from that whole thing, dude was trying to choke her out and shit. You remember that in the first one? In the 2000, yeah. First her first experience with that and moving in. I mean, it's just crazy to me how she fought that dude off, and then just like instantly just didn't care about nobody else, start killing everybody.
That's one of the gripes people have. Like, come on, bro, how you gonna come from this regular girl who I was just exploring to just being a killer machine? She just arrowing niggas in the face all day, stabbing
the
niggas.
Entire time she got no more remorse, but she still was kind of. Even in the new one, when she was still kind of whiny, but you can just tell like she was just real passionate about what she was doing. Like a lot of people saying shit about Nathan Drake too, how he kind of got so obsessed with, trying to seek out treasure and find out what's going on and everything. He just got kind of obsessed, just like she was. Like what's the dude's name?
Her whole thing is that she got daddy issues. I don't know about Drake because she always my father trying to.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what brought her into it.
Me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I mean, you can't put top female performances into a list without mentioning Tomb Raider. I don't think, man.
So you would for her over the other one, the original? Because the original she was more.
It's all action. She was more of a badass
too.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't just all action. It's like it had a lot of story to it. I think that the original was just more about tight clothes and just tight gameplay. You know what I mean? Well, versus this one where you got it's just a lot more elements to it. Survival. They brought the survival aspect to it. They showed Laura's vulnerability. You know what I mean? And they showed how her mistakes weighed down on the community and how it messed up. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of shit going on, man. Like she devastated the entire village and shit based off her decisions she made, and she had to own up to him, man. She was just focused, especially on the new one when it came out. She had to really focus on trying to bring everybody back together and trying to really solve this mystery. Because I like that supernatural shit they put into it too. They add another element to the game. But on top of that, she got her daddy issues, like you said. Everything is brought forth, you know what I mean, to tie into the entire story. So I think it was Camilla Ludington. She was the actor of that, and she did a good ass job. So yeah, that's my first pick. Not necessarily the best pick, but it's still my first pick in all of it.
Okay, I give it to you. I guess I don't know. I don't know much about the original Tomb Raider girl to like compare. All I know is the original Tomb Raider girl had the tank top with the booty shorts on.
Yeah, she was just
everybody was mad that she ain't got the tank top with the booty shorts on.
So that was cool, man.
Or she had big breasts. Like, well, her titties at? She got little bitty titties. She got big cuts with regular Tomb Raider.
This just go to show you. Like, this just go to show you like how much of a big deal it was for that like skin tight shit to be going on in the original. It was more. It was more for men game. You know what I'm saying? Gamers were predominantly men at the time, so it was they just trying to appeal to us. But I like this one 10 times more. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's just more about like a movie experience. It's like all these cinematic sequences and shit like that. It just make it more. Yeah, exactly.
All right. I'm gonna go with my second one. These ain't no order for me anyway. These just games that I've played. But I'm gonna go with Samus Metroid series.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about another girl, a character. I didn't say girl at first. Nobody even know she was a girl until you beat the game. But then she turned off the outfit and her hair came out and she was like, "Oh shit, that's a girl!" Everybody thought there's a strong nigga going around killing monsters and shit. Like, look at this dude. Then they showed us a girl. Everybody was like, "What? Women can be amazing characters and strong characters too." I feel like she's probably one of the first female characters out there, like game characters out there that you didn't even know. Like, I think it's one of those times where you couldn't even tell people that it was a female character. You had to trick them into thinking that it was a dude, and then revealed that as a girl later on. Because she ain't really act. Don't get it wrong. It was just the character moving and shooting. But just the fact that she did all that dope stuff, all these abilities, and you didn't know, you thought it was a dude, only for them to reveal it later on that it's a girl doing all this dope stuff, fighting aliens and all this stuff. I think that's worthy of definitely a strong female character. It's like, man, it was such a shock. Gave it a shock. She showed how badass she was too, kind of like Commander Shepard. And she was a woman in the army. She didn't even have no crew with her. She did everything on her own, nigga. So, I mean, I say she more badass.
No, I feel you. Yeah, that's good. That's a good choice. It was just like more of an action sequence and everything, but
yeah, I mean, ain't really no acting in it, but yeah, it's still one of those. You can't exclude her. You talking about strong female.
Yeah, she definitely in that conversation. Let me see. I guess for my next one, I go with something different, man. Fire from Modern Warfare. Remember
who?
Farrah Kareem.
Farrah.
Yeah, man. That whole experience, man. Like, with Modern Warfare, man, like how they like made it to where they showed you the two different sides of the war. They showed you the shit as a rebel or a refugee or whatever, and they showed you everything from the American perspective. And with Farrah, you know, they show her as a prisoner of war and how she started off being like held captive and moved her way up. Like, no, you know what? I'm gonna go take it back even further. They showed her as a kid watching her dad get killed, and you know, her and her brother escaped, and going from there, getting captured and going to prison and being a prisoner of war for a while, then leading everybody together. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot going to it, man. She played a good role and showing how strong of a woman she was, and ended up killing the main dude at the very end. I forgot his name. Was it Makarov? I don't think it was I forgot his name. But she was pretty much like the best part of that game to me, man. Like, her and Captain Price, like, the best two parts of that game. And Farrah's story was probably one of the best parts, period. Like, it was the most interesting. Like, every time I got to play as her, I felt, you know what I'm saying, more in tune into the story. Even when she was just a supporting member, like you played like Alex or something. And just to show how much Alex was into it, he ended up, spoilers, if you ain't never played it, Alex just ended up letting himself get killed in order to fulfill the mission that Farrah wanted to complete at the very end. It just goes to show you how much of an impact she played and how much of a strong personality she had on the war. So that's why I ended up choosing her.
I mean, she went through a lot.
She went through a whole lot.
So it's like, I mean, I feel like most girls probably would crack under that situation. Not to say that, but not to say like most girls are weak enough, but I mean, just watching your parents die, going through the bomb and all this shit. I feel like that ain't girls. Most people would just fall. I don't know if I could do it. Goddamn, I ain't gonna say most girls. I don't even know if I could do it.
But going through what she went through is so young, you know what I mean? Like, you probably don't have no choice but to get hard. You know what I mean?
I mean, but she had a choice because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that probably would have went into a corner, just curled up in a ball and just waited to die or some shit. You know what I mean? But she heard her brother. I think her brother helped her out in the beginning a lot. Cause her brother was like, I think that was her big brother, right? So he was like telling her, because when you played the chapter with her as a kid and you sneaking around attacking the dude, and your brother had to get you to come out the house, and you was following him through the streets, and he would tell you when to stop and all that stuff. So I feel like without him, she probably wouldn't have been as strong as she is, but I feel like they helped each other a lot, though.
Yeah, for real. It definitely did.
So, yeah, I like Farrah. I wouldn't mind if she like a next thing or something, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think, because there's a prequel. I don't think she's coming back.
Like, you never know. We never seen her later on, but never.
Yeah, I would like for her to come back, too, for real. And by the way, she was played by Claudia Dumont. I don't know if that's the right name. I mean, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Claudia Dumont, some shit.
I think that her voice actor is her. Like, they just put her face in that.
Yeah, it's her face and her voice. She look exactly the same.
Yeah. But my another one, like you said earlier, which I forgot all about it, but yeah.
That's still my choices. What you got?
Bayonetta.
Oh, okay.
I remember the first time I played Bayonetta, the first one, nigga. I was just like, she can get it, bro. Are you talking about like unapologetically just sexy, bro? She don't give no fucks, bro. I think she like an angel and a demon or something like that. But she kills angels and demons or something. I don't know, bro. I can't really explain it, but the fact that she can look sexy while killing people is just dope, bro. Like her forms into like her bodysuit, which can turn into weapons and turns like this hair monster and death traps. She got guns and swords on her feet and hands. It do like these dope combos, bro. Bayonetta. But one thing about her though, bro, she's super fucking tall. Like, you ever seen they like Amazon woman? They like 8 feet tall, bro. They huge. Dude. Then they wear heels too, so it makes it even worse. But yeah, man, they're sexy, strong, damn right. Definitely my one of my top, like in my top 3. If I had to choose top 3, she'd definitely be like probably number 1. Bayonetta. 100.
See, I never played Bayonetta, man. I never played any of her games.
Yeah. I mean, you like Devil May Cry, bro. You would definitely like Bayonetta.
Yeah, this is what everybody be saying. It's a lot of comparison. But I think this might be a good time for a quick break. It's been a big year for Greedy Gamer so far, and in order to celebrate the growth of the podcast, of the website, we want to do something special. So we're giving away $60 in digital currency for the console of your choosing. That's either going to be Steam, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. And all you got to do in order to enter into the giveaway is head over to our podcast on iTunes, rate, and leave a comment below. And try to leave a meaningful comment so we can know that you actually a listener, because we just want to make this, we want to celebrate our listeners. So we'll reveal the winner on one of our future episodes or on our social media on Twitter at Gamer Gritty. So if you want to check that out, make sure you follow us and so you can know who won. And thank you for listening. Get back to the episode. All right, so my third choice would probably be, I want to get this before you. You know what? No, I'm gonna go with I don't know who I'm gonna choose. I think we're probably in the same boat with this one. Ellie. You want to chose Ellie?
Ellie from Last of Us?
Yeah.
I choose Ellie. I don't know. I had to choose
Ellie.
Wait till Last of Us 2 Ellie and see.
Why?
Because she I don't know. Is she really dope in the first one? Because large parts of the game.
What do you like basing it off of? I'm basing it off of like acting and like how like they performance period as an actor. You know what I'm saying? What you basing it off of?
I'm basing it off how like kind of like how powerful or strong or independent they are.
I mean, those are both valid. So we just take two different, terms, two different concepts for it. For me, it's all about performance. It's like a movie type of thing. Ellie.
So I'm thinking of iconic. When I think iconic females, gaming characters, I'm not thinking about their performance.
Oh, yeah. The ones I've been saying, probably the only one that's iconic is Lara. Farrah is not iconic yet at all, but she's still like, I'm basing off of performance. That's all I know.
My nephew. Go away.
But Ellie, man, she got one of the best performances, man. Her chemistry with Joel throughout the entire game, like, I think she gotta be one of the best performances in video game history as a female. Period. Like, not even just female, just period. Just all the emotions, because you could just tell how like Ellie is a deeply disturbed but sassy and kind of, quippy type of girl at the same time, but she trying to use that to mask her real emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because she went through so much shit. So her chemistry with Joel, man, how they went through the entire, like, if you didn't have Ellie in the game while you played through Last of Us, like, for me personally, I probably wouldn't have been into the game as much, because her banter and how she act was like a big part of how, like, it really kept me invested and really made me want to really get to know Ellie and Joel. You know what I mean? Because Joel, they two opposites. Joel is like a hard ass, you know what I'm saying, reserved. Everything that happened with his daughter, you know what I'm saying, kind of kept him locked into his own shell. And then Ellie come in and she kind of chipping away at his wall and making him more caring and stuff slowly. You can see the transition from being reserved to being more and more caring about it, because he didn't like it that much at first. He was trying his hardest to really stay reserved because of what happened to his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Ellie, was, her performance is really Ashley Johnson is the actor. Ashley Johnson's performance is really what made you, you know what I'm saying, really get into it, man. You really cared about Ellie as you went through. And by the end of the game, when Joel made a decision, it really, you know what I'm saying? That shit hit deep. Damn, I can't talk. It hit deep when he made the decision he made, and you understood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, fuck yeah, we did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? When they tried to kill Ellie at the end. Remember that? So in order to get the because she had the cure. In order to get the cure, they had to stick something in her brain to kill her. And Joel couldn't let that happen.
Are you talking about what's her face? Roxanne?
Yeah, I forgot like exactly who was doing it, but they was just trying to kill Ellie, and Joel didn't let that happen. He killed everybody else in the room and took Ellie with him. So like it kind of it felt justified, even though it's kind of fucked up. He did that. It still felt justified because we got so connected to Ellie and Joel throughout the journey that it was one of the things. Like, yeah, I probably did the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I chose Ellie. Like that whole performance just really, really made the game. And I hope they bring the same energy to the HBO series, man, when they do make it. Like, I hope it's the same connection. Maybe you really feel invested into both of the characters. You gotta have two supporting cast.
Would you want them to go with the story of the video game, or would you want them to have like a new thing? Like it's still Elliot thing. They still meet for the first time, but it's something totally different.
I want them to go. I want them to go through the same story that the game got, but go deeper into certain parts that we probably didn't get a chance to see. Like stay with the plot line that the main game had, but like maybe show more of Joel and his daughter relationship in the beginning before everything happened. Like show a little more of it because we just got to see everything before the outbreak. Show a little more about Ellie past and show how she got to exactly what she is and her relationship with the other girl. I forgot her name. And you know what I'm saying? Show that type of stuff a lot more. Go deeper into the relationship with Joel and Tess before they got to where they was. Like all that type of stuff. I want them to just.
Oh, yeah. It didn't really show how they met up, did it?
Yeah, it didn't show nothing like that. So like just really hone in on all those type of relationships and just go more in depth into it to the point where we like feel even more connected. Because this type of storyline, we can really dive deep, man. It's a sad story. Like it's already set up to be a lot of, you know what I'm saying, supporting cast and a sad story, like to the point where you feel real attached, and to the point where if somebody died, we'd be down there wiping our tears away, looking at the screen type of shit. It's already there. Just got to do it the right way.
All right, if we go, I guess if we going for performances, then I can't forget this person from one of my favorite franchises, Elena Fisher, bro.
Oh yeah, from
Uncharted, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Uncharted, bro. You talking about performances? Uncharted, literally all performances. 90%. It's like 80% performers and like 20% of the gameplay, low key type shit. And
you can say all them, man, for real. Like Uncharted got some good ass characters. You can say all the girls on there for real, but
Chloe,
and what's the other girl name?
Nadine, the black
Nadine, yeah, they all got some good ass performances.
Yeah, bro.
But
Chloe my favorite because she's the first, so it's like she always got a special place in your heart.
Yeah.
You only got love for your first love. You only got But Chloe Elena was freaking a dope. She always with Drake. She always had the witty comeback for him. I feel like to me, she felt like just the opposite of not opposite, but like a good. What's the bounce off for Nathan Drake, bro? That's probably why they got married, because she knew his wittiness, knew how his personality was, and she knew how to bounce off of it and make it better and expand. And her. So I just thought she was a dope character. Like she the ride or die, bro. Wherever he go, nigga, she right there with him, bro. Like, hey, you finna go to this jungle and fight these mutated monkeys and henchmen.
Yeah, she was always there.
I'm with you, bro. You can't say that for Sully. I'm not Sully, but Chloe. Chloe was never there all the time. It was always Elena, bro. So it's like, yeah, you going performances and stuff. She made you feel the feels. She made you feel mad at that nigga when he lied on 3. Like, bro, you ain't telling me you came out here, bro. Like, you lying to me, nigga.
That's what happened on 4, man, because I didn't play all of them. But 4, she just showed up in the jungle, right?
Yeah, because
she showed up.
He lied. He going on some kind of business trip to, because he was like a scuba diver getting shit out of the water. Like, exactly. Business trip. And she went there showing up in that nigga hotel room like, yo, this ain't like a scuba trip to me, nigga. They're like, you want out of some diamonds or some treasure. What you doing? And she had to put the clap down that nigga. So she went there with her, went with her nigga, her man, hung with him all until the end, bro. So you talking about ride or die performances, acting, all that stuff. You talking about that? You can't leave her out of it.
Yeah, she definitely gotta be into it too.
I keep saying Nadine,
yeah, and Elena. All like you said, all of them. All of them. Yeah, but Elena, just like in the beginning, man, that whole little sequence, you sit on the couch, the both of them sitting on the couch playing retro PlayStation games, man, Crash. Yeah, that shit like that.
He teaches her how to play No, she teaching him Nathan Drake how to play Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, man. It just goes to show you how good Naughty Dog is, man. Like those little sequences like that. Yeah. Like, it's 2 back-to-back Naughty Dog characters. It just goes to show you how much they be putting into that little quality of life type of shit to make the game even more intricate and personal, man. Like that's why I mess with Naughty Dog like that, man. They gotta come hard with the HBO series, and I mean the Uncharted movie too. Uncharted movie coming out right at some point, and The Last of Us too.
Well, we don't know about that stuff now. This stuff probably on hold now.
Yeah.
The corona fucking up everything.
Everything.
Checks, goddamn.
Shit, but they got more time to make these. Well, never mind, because ain't nobody gonna be there to really put no time into it like that. And besides the writers. But let me see who else I got.
They can do clothes set, filming and all this stuff. Just use important personnel only. Don't have like caterers and all that shit. Just people who
but you gotta think about
the director, the actor.
That's a lot though. The film crew and shit. You gotta think that's a lot of people, man. Especially for a big ass. But you can
screen them for shit like that.
You said what?
You can screen them for like if you only need necessities, like you're doing a small scene where you only need like 10 people, where you don't need 100 people on the set at the time. You can screen them for like, you cool, you good, and all that shit.
Yeah,
good? Nope.
Yeah, you right. I mean, I don't know how that shit work.
Yeah,
but you would imagine that shit would be like that. It's like a small closed set for certain scenes. But what's another one, man? I guess I'll go with Sadie Adler, man. I don't know if y'all know Sadie Adler from Red Dead Redemption 2. She played a real good role in the whole story. Now she towards the epilogue, she played a real big role for real. But you wouldn't even see like the transition from her being a regular housewife to become like the super badass that she was. There was more badass than Arthur and Dutch and everybody, to be honest. After a while, when she lost everything, man, it's just crazy that transition that she made. You remember her from the game where they end up finding her inside the house. Her husband, they got killed, I think, by the O'Driscolls, and they burned the house down, and she was like a crying widow. You remember that? And then she was just, they took her away. She was in a tattered dress or whatever. They luckily Dutch didn't want to kill her. They, what's his name? What's the crazy ass dude name? One of them was one members from the gang was finna rape her or whatever. And what's called Dutch stopped her. You remember that?
I don't know that name.
What's his I forgot the main bum villain of the game. He was about to end up raping her or whatever, and Dutch stopped them. They burned the house down because of it. And she was just like this widow, weak and everything in the beginning. But all of a sudden made a transition to a badass. She ended up wearing cowboy hats, and it was the first one to hop on a horse and do anything that needs to be done. I think just to kill the O'Driscolls and shit. So just seeing that transition, man, from being like that was kind of dope, man. She was always the energetic one, and talking Arthur into everything. She played a pivotal role at the end of the epilogue, like I said. So that's why I chose her. She was played by Alex McKenna. And a lot of these actors, man, like I don't know if they got a lot of bodysuits for a lot of these characters, but they be looking exactly the same as the original. You know what I'm saying?
The real life person.
Yeah, the real life person.
I mean, they got the mocap you can put on there, get the face outline. They even seen a video where they do like the face scan, like 3D scan of the person's face. Yeah. They just model it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which ain't hard to do. So I'm pretty sure video game voice acting nowadays, they gotta act too. Cause like I say, you got the mocap, so you gotta move around in like an invisible set, act like you sitting down and all that stuff. I feel like that's probably harder to do than actual real life, like movie acted or so, video game acting. I don't know, man. I could just be me, but it just seemed like it.
You said it'd be harder to do?
Yeah. Cause like I say, we watch the behind the scenes. They have you in a white room, and they have probably a table, and they probably get like a paper plate. And you got to use that like a steering wheel, like you driving a car. So
yeah, I feel you.
So it was super weird. But yeah, who my next person would be? I guess this person. I don't know. I'm trying to see acting wise. Voice acting dope. I feel like one of the good voice actors, and that's Cortana from Halo.
Yeah.
Because she's been in there since I think all of Halos with Master Chief, and she always, acting wise, they show her face sometimes, so it's hard to get the whole. It has her emotions and all that stuff. But
that's why
acting wise,
yeah.
she a good. The voice actor is totally dope, and I feel like she bounces off Master Chief too pretty good, even though he like emotionless a lot of the time. He probably just everything if he say is like stoic and firm. Yeah, let's go. Blow it up, you know. The most basic Cortana, no. Like, he just a regular dude. I feel like she carried because she give all the information for the missions, all those things to do. Like, hey, go left, Chief, or something like that. Like she got way more lines. I feel like than everybody in the game in any of the series anyway, because she always talking, telling you what to do and how to do it. And like I say, she always there with you, even though she an AI, so I guess she ain't really got no threat. Probably. They in a futuristic world. You would think they have some kind of virus that I think about it to like counteract her ass. Do the Covenant not know about her? Like that she's the reason for all their plans being foiled. I don't know. But yeah, I like Cortana. I think she is pretty underrated when it comes to female.
Yeah, it's like you said, man, just to be able to show off your skill and everything like that, just strictly off voice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty hard, I feel like. So yeah, it's a good. I feel like it's a good pick.
And she carried the story a lot of the time. Like I say, because she 90% of the time you hear her voice through the whole game. Sure, there's cutscenes and here and there, but she's like literally the main thing you're constantly hearing is her through the series. So yeah, I like it. I think she's pretty dope.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. Who else I got?
I got one more too, so you know.
I think I got maybe two. Yeah, man. I'm gonna just go with Ashley Birch. Period. Like all her roles, you know. That's probably like my favorite voice actor for real. Like she can play so many different people. She played Aloy. She can play Pravati. She can play what's the girl name from After Party. Like she got a lot of roles. She played some anime characters. Ashley Birch.
You might go ahead and say that's your favorite person, because you bring her.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, she got so many roles of games and characters I done played. You know what I'm saying? Like in these games, and she really do carry the story a lot of times, man. Like, of course, with Aloy, you got to carry. She the main character. Pravati, like, that was my favorite companion to have in Outer Worlds. The girl from After Party, she was just a supporting role. I think her name was Sam. Just a taxi driver. She held the story down a lot. She played anime characters. Like it's just crazy to me how her voice and her style and everything like that just like brings too much attention to the game or to the character you playing as. But I guess you can just really go with Aloy since we're talking about performance wise, and just talk how Aloy is a dope ass character, man. I'm still pissed that I couldn't finish the game because my game kept crashing on the same part. Literally the exact same part. I didn't play it through the game twice. And every time I deleted it, reinstalled it, everything, at the same part, it kept crashing on me. So I didn't get a chance to finish it. But from what I went through, Aloy was a real dope character, man. Starting off from as a kid, going through what she went through, and, you know what I'm saying, just the entire game as a whole with the different type of character. They shaking everything up with the robotic monsters type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that was something new. And bringing the, you know what I'm saying, the primitive or the primal state, primal times with the futuristic type of shit. Like it's something that's never really been done like that before. So just, you know what I'm saying, Aloy was just a big addition to that game. And I get kudos to Ashley Birch. But she won a couple of awards for that game too, for that role. So yeah, that's another one of my picks for sure. You got another one?
Yeah, I got one more. It's probably from one of my favorite series of my games of all time. Mirror's Edge. Oh, Faith. Man.
Yeah.
Faith. I don't know. It's something about, cause she is basically she's just I guess I don't know, like an orphan or something. Her sister or something. Her sister's like a police officer, while she's like this courier who run on top of rooftops delivering messages and all that type of stuff, running from the police and all that stuff. But like her character, I think the whole, like, she's just this I like those type of characters. Just the no nonsense, get things done. Don't give a fuck about what's right or wrong. Just trying to get what she need done. Her whole thing was, at first it started off with she was just delivering a package one day. Then all of a sudden she got framed for some shit. Then it went from her being framed to her trying to uncover who did it, all the way up to the upper echelon of whatever, fight through police, whatever police, all type of stuff. And it's just super dope. The second one was cool, but the first one is what I just really like the world and the character of her itself. I don't know. Faith, I feel like in the second one they kind of underplayed. They tried to give her more of a story, but she just felt totally different from the first. From the first Mirror's Edge, and it just felt kind of weird. But I feel like if they did another one, they should go back to how she was in the first one. I don't even think they even had her sister in the second one, because she had a whole sister that I think they just erased or forgot about, I think.
Did you beat it?
The second one?
Yeah.
Nah, I couldn't even get through it, bro. I got bored of it. And this comes from somebody who played Mirror's Edge. I played that through every difficulty multiple times. I think I platinum Mirror's Edge, actually. So that was one of my favorite. I played it so many times, bro. I played so many times because each way because it's parkour, so getting to the objective you can do it many different type of ways. Then there was the speed runs where you can do the speed run, get to the map or something at a certain time, and you can do it and see people's shadows, and you can see the fastest way they did. You're like, oh shit, I never thought of doing it that way. So you can go back and do it that way, get faster times and stuff. It was just super dope, man.
I think I would have did stay with that game a lot longer if it was third person.
I think the first person made it dope though.
I think it's kind of shook everything up and do something new, but I just feel like I would have been more into the game if it was third person, man. I just feel like it's one of my only things. I'm not knocking them for doing first person, but most of the games that I've beaten and they've really been into have third person. The majority of the time. I don't know why it is about third person game. I like to see my character a lot more. And usually if it's a good third person game, they got character customization, which is another big thing for me. So that's one of the two reasons why I really mess with certain games like Witcher 3 and, Red Dead and GTA, all this shit. So, but yeah, that was a dope ass game, man. I didn't see as much as you saw, man. I was just doing parkour. I didn't pay too much attention to the story. For me, it was just the visuals. You know what I'm saying? I can't really tell you much about Faith at all.
But the thing about it too is, another thing is, they didn't even sexualize her. She just had on regular clothes, some sweatpants, a shirt.
But how can you sexualize a first? Well, you can.
You can see
images. Yeah, you can still see it, but it's not. It's not the emphasis.
You can see it through the reflection and stuff, running past windows and stuff. You can see it like that. No, it's a whole first person view. You can see her foot and look down, see her legs. Ain't like those games where you look down and you just see nothing. You see her legs and hands and shit. Yeah, so they made her have on clothes. I don't know. She another one of those characters too, where she didn't need nobody saving her. She can do everything on her own. She did not need help or some dude or whatever come having her back to save her, get out of the situation. She was dire front lines by herself, getting it done. So, yeah, man. I guess I just like those type of girls.
Yeah, I say it's been a dope pick though, man. I agree with that. Let me see, man. I got two more. You done with your picks?
Yeah, I ain't really got nobody else.
All right. Well, we can go on and on with this for real. There's a lot more characters we can talk about, but I'm gonna go with Madison Paige from Heavy Rain. Remember her? Did you ever play Heavy Rain?
Yeah.
She was the reporter.
Oh yeah.
They were trying to dig up the story, man. That whole time she was just trying to get a story, get a scoop or whatever, and she ended up finding herself completely enveloped into the main piece.
She had a whole moment where she had to strip in front of a dude.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of shit going on the entire game, man. She had her little night terrors. I can't remember if that part was real. Was somebody broke into her apartment? Was that a dream or was that real?
That was a dream. I don't know if that was real. I think that was just her being paranoid.
All right, yeah, I think you're right about that. But that was back with a time where this game it played like a movie. You know what I'm saying? A real intricate movie, the entire time. So, a lot of the scenes, a lot of the action sequences and the actions you take in this game, period, is real. They gotta develop a lot of emotion as you're going through the game, man. 'Cause that game got a lot of disturbing shit going on into it, man. Like somebody breaking into your house, dude drowning kids and water wells. It's like the whole premise of the game is a lot going on. The apartment catching on fire when she was stuck in. Remember that when she was getting close to the killer? She got locked into the apartment. She had to find a way out. So it was a lot of shit going on in there, man. She was a big part. I liked her more than Jason. I think it was his name. I liked her more than all the main characters.
Jason was the son.
Jason was the son.
I think dude was Ethan. I think that was his name.
Yeah, you're right. That was Ethan. But I like Madison more than everybody else in the game, man. Even though it was really about Ethan and getting Jason back, and the detective, I forgot his name. It was still Shelby. Yeah, you got the names. How long ago did you play it?
A long time ago.
See, it just show you how much of a good game this was, man. Got that whole impact on you. But yeah, man, she probably the best role in that game, man. I was kind of mad because I liked Shelby, but it turned out he was the fucked up person in the first place. He was the main one doing everything. So, but yeah, I liked it. It was a good game.
I think that was the first game, Heavy Rain, right? That was the first game that came out like that genre.
Yeah, I think that was Heavy Rain, then Beyond Two Souls, and then Detroit Become Human. Yeah,
Become Human.
All right, I got one more.
I tried playing the other one.
Which one?
Between Two Souls. That one.
Beyond Two Souls.
Kind of whack. I ain't like that.
Yeah, my dad loved that game. He was like, man, Curtis game tight as hell. Like he kept on coming telling me about it, bro. But I seen reviews on it. I ain't want to play it, but yeah, he was all into it because it played like a movie. Like they all play like movies when you get into them.
Interactive movies.
Yeah, interactive movies basically. I'm gonna go with one more, man. Kate Diaz and Gears 5. You know, I ain't completely finished it. That whole her whole story and how she was the main role in the entire game. And they just try to do something different with Gears 5 and go in depth, a little deeper into it, kind of bring back the little horror genre. You know what I'm saying? On top of all the different action sequences and the different weapons they brought in and the new enemies, you still got to see more of Kate like in a different way, like we never seen before. So even at the end of the other one, I think Kate was a big part of it because didn't we beat Gears 4 together? Yeah, we beat 4, man. We was trying to make sure we beat it before Gears 5 came out. Yeah, we was going through it. I think her mom got captured and we had to go through and save her.
Yeah, you found out she was like Locust or some shit.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. So, yeah, man, Kate, she did a good job in that whole role, man. She was played by Laura Bailey. I wonder if she played anything else. I'm gonna have to look up, see if Laura Bailey played any other roles. I feel like that name familiar. But would you? What? I mean, you beat the whole game, man. How you like Kate?
I think Kate was pretty dope in there because she had more of a role in this one too. Versus, I think she's more of a side character in this fourth one. But yeah, I mean, I liked her performance. It was very emotional. It was her just slowly losing her mind, trying to figure out who she is. Yeah, she had like these visions, and she'd just go crazy and black out and like. Walking down a hallway, all of a sudden you transform and transport into like some kind of dark, gloomy hallway, and everybody's like, "Whoa, what's happening? What's wrong?" or something like that. She slowly losing her mind. I think it was believable. That the voice actor who did it, the animations they showed half for and all this stuff made it very believable that she you actually believed that she was going crazy and all that stuff. I do not remember how it ended though.
Yeah, I might have to go back and finish it up, man.
I think they was saying somebody else is gonna be like a prequel. I mean, not a prequel, but another one. I think it ended with.
I heard they set it up for another one for sure. But damn, Laura Bailey played a lot of different characters.
Yeah,
she played in Halo 5 Guardians. She played Fetch in Infamous. Second Son and First Light. She played Fiona and Tales from the Borderlands. She played Nadine and Uncharted 4. Yeah, that's it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. You got anything else you want to talk about? Anything you got going on? Games you playing?
Just be Sekiro. Well, I wish they release a DLC, which I doubt they do that. Now, I think they announced a whole nother game. Didn't they?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get that. I'm trying to platinum that now. But yeah, I've been going through Skyrim, recently, and I just bought the game that you told me about, Lust from Darkness.
Lust for Darkness, yeah.
Fucking
it's supposed to be coming to Switch now, so if y'all want to pick that up, I think it's gonna be a lot of edited scenes, of course, because that game, just the name alone, Lust for Darkness, it's like a horror 18 and old type of game. Yeah, kind of cult thing going on. So.
It's pretty creepy though. I had a couple moments I played a little demo. I kind of jumped a little angry.
Yeah, I did too, man. I got chills. It's been a little minute since I played a scary game, man. So if my computer can last, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the whole thing.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a waste I can't stream it though, man. My computer suck. I would love to record myself playing that game so I can post up on my YouTube.
You say stream. I would think you're talking about like live stream. You say streaming.
Well, I would love to record and post this shit up on my YouTube, but my computer's so damn trash. Oh man, I'm getting sleepy. I don't know why. What time is it? It's only 7:30. Yeah. You trying to get some Call of Duty? I think Brandon on right now.
Yeah, I can do it, man. I still gotta eat my food probably cold now. Shit.
All right, well,
I hit you up, get on.
You say if you do or when?
Yeah, I hit you up, get on.
All right. Well, all right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode. If y'all got some favorite picks for female video game performances, man, make sure y'all put them in the comments below. Let us know what y'all think about our choices. And the giveaway, make sure y'all comment below so y'all can make sure y'all getting put into the giveaway. Either comment or follow us and like a post on Twitter at GamerGreedy on Twitter, and y'all get instant into the drawing. At $60 for any micro. What the hell? I can't talk right now. Can't think straight. For any digital currency of your choosing, it'll either be PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam. And only way you can get that is by entering, through commenting on the podcast on Apple iTunes and rating, period. You got to rate. Or
wait, I thought you were going to put that in the middle, right?
What? Yeah. I'm just like a reminder at the end. I might just go ahead and just redo this whole thing and just record the outro again to be more fluent. All right, y'all. Stay greedy, gamers.